Good day, everyone. For today, I will be demonstrating and I will explain on how you start up using commands. So I will be doing a recorded video for uh, different commands. So since there are a lot of commands, I will do this in parts. So uh, probably it will be divided in two parts. So for now, we will go for part one, and I will open the program for a startup. So this is how it goes. If you have already your software installed in your computer, you can create an icon in your desktop, which it looks like this, or whatever release of or version of your AutoCAD, it will appear here, or otherwise you'll go to your start button and then look for that particular software. So and then you open it. So like here, I installed two versions, 2015 and 2018. So I will use 2018, and then all you need to do is click this one to open the program, or the other option is you go to the icon directly. Okay, so once you click it, it will proceed to uh, the working area, or the window, or rather the graphing area of AutoCAD. So sometimes it will take time to open the program. So as you can see, it is still running. Okay, and obviously we have to wait for it. Okay, so this is the window when you open the program. So you can see here that I've used some files before, so it appears here. So these are the recent files that I opened. So for now, we will start this one. uh, Cannot find a specified. Okay, let me open. I have an existing one, so which I will demonstrate how to use the certain commands here. So this is the basic setup, which I mentioned during our orientation, that this is classic setup. So you can see there are series of toolbars with corresponding icons. So this is a customized setup wherein you can set up your working area depending on your convenience. So anyway, the toolbars like this one. So this is the common toolbar, which you can see lines, construction lines, curves, polygons, a rectangle or square, curve lines. By the way, this one is all curved line, combination of curved lines and straight lines, which it is named Polyline. So you can create lines and curved lines all together in one command, while this one, the curve, is only uh, for curve or arc. Okay, circles, cloud. This cloud is for the highlighting of your drawing, and this is special lines wherein you can do some curves, and then ellipse, and so on. And then this toolbar is used to edit or do corrections in your drawing. And then there are other functions which we can cover that step by step. So we have a standard toolbar here wherein you can open your file, save your file, print, and so on. So there are different functions of those toolbars. And then later on, if you'll do the dimensioning, there is also a toolbar for different types of dimensions, which is this one. So if you are new to, I mean the program is new, newly installed in your computer, as I mentioned also during the orientation, the appearance of your toolbars is not, or it will not be the same as this one. So try to look for those commands and icons based on the menu or the pull down menu, which you can find, or you can find it on on top of your screen here if you are using a ribbon type setup. All right, so but for now I'll jump it to the basic, which I will do a step by step procedure on how to execute the certain command. So I have prepared here an AutoCAD drawing commands, so we will do this one by one. So line, actually this is a step by step instruction. So we're in your command line, which is the command line is this one here below, as you are asked to type your command. So command line, which is this one. So based on that instruction or guide that I prepared, you have to type the command line and then you enter, and then you will be asked from point to point. So that's how line will function. So we will do that. I will do this fast, so because there are a lot of commands that we need to cover for this uh, meeting. Okay, so line, I will type line, or just simply L. It will represent already as line. So when I enter, I am asked by the computer to specify the first point. So if you have a specific location or coordinates, so coordinate means you have to enter X and Y. So but as a mat as our demonstration, I can just click anywhere. So this is my starting point. So by the way, as you can see, my mouse cursor is limited to horizontal and vertical movement only. So why is that? There is a setting in order for you to lock in your cursor to horizontal and vertical only. Um, for now, I'll just mention the shortcut to unlock that one. So you have to press F8 or function 8 in your screen, and then you are freely to move around your mouse cursor. So there is, I mean, it's not locked anymore, or it's not limited anymore to just horizontal and vertical. So you can click anywhere. So then below here, the command line shows auto off. So because I press F8, that's why the lock mode for horizontal and vertical uh, turns off. But if I press again F8, so just remember that always, because it's very useful. If I press 8, see the command line shows ortho on. So orthogonal turned on. So it goes back to the lock mode, which the cursor is limited to horizontal and vertical only. Okay, so I can click for the second specify next point. So when I click here, it will complete the line already, and then you just press enter. So you have your line. Alright, so that's how it function. Next command that we will cover, circle. So circle is the command is circle, or simply type C, center, and then you will be asked center of your circle or radius. Then other option is center or and diameter. Then 2.3 points. So these are the things that you need to consider when you are creating a circle. So circle, I will type C here, enter. So that's my starting point. So if you check here below, I'm asked default is radius, or if you want to enter the diameter, you have to type D here. So D, we will try demonstrate the diameter first. So D, and then I have to enter the diameter. So for example, I have 5 as my diameter, enter. So that's how big is 5 in this section or in this setup. So the diameter is 5. But if I want to, again, I will demonstrate a circle, specify center of a circle. So I can click it here. Then if I want to put the radius, I will type again, I will type here R. R, R. So I after that I will enter uh, the radius 20. See, so radius means from the center. Of course, your engineering, you know where is the radius. So radius is measured from the center, which when you check your dimension like that. Okay, so it's 20. I entered 20. So that's how it functions. So another shortcut, not only that you can type the starting letter, but you can go to the icons if it is available. So line is this one. Okay, can create line like that. Okay, circle is here, circle, and then since it is default as radius, I can enter 20. So they are the same radius, same this different uh, type of entering the command. This one by using the command line, while this one using the toolbar. All right, so that's the difference between the two. So circle number 3, arc command. So again, if you use the command line, the command is arc, or simply you can look for the icon. So and then you will be asked what are the things that you need to enter. So arc here, let me demonstrate the icon arc. So you will be asked for the center, so which is I'll just click here, and then specify specify second point of arc. So I can go here, like I will type 25. This is automatically just locate. So like that one, sorry, I will repeat, center, and then you'll be asked specify center point of arc. Then you have an option center or end, so you can just click, and then that's it can create an arc. Okay, so that's the arc functions. Number 4, point command. So this point command is just something like a dot, which is useful if you mark some points uh, for the exact location. So that is simply this one. Actually, uh, you can use, instead of that, you can use line. Then click that one, and then instead of second point, locating the second point anywhere, you just click again the beginning in the starting point. But this time uh, it's difficult to locate the exact location of the starting point of the line. So there is a shortcut. Remember this also, a while ago I demonstrated the ortho, which lock in the horizontal and vertical. This time uh, there is a setting wherein you can lock the starting point and then the end point and then sometimes middle. So you have to go to OSNAP, object snap, which is you can press F3. So F3, you see here, it goes off, and then if you press again F3, it will go on. It will goes on. So you see now it's highlighting the part of the circle, and then even the lines, it is highlighting the starting point, end point, and then the middle point. So these are the setting of this. You can go to that certain function to turn on this portion, like perpendicular. The perpendicular symbol is different, like that. Okay, again I will do the it's not anyway ang I was diverted to other one point. Okay, this is the point. Okay, then specify a point. Okay, let's click and then specify. See, it's simply a dot. So this is the function of point. So wherein I said you can mark this for a certain location. So you will notice that if I will use a line command, line, when I go here, supposed to lock. So that's supposed to be the function, but I don't know, probably the setting, because we are not fully uh, on setup. I did not go to the setup mode. So anyway, this is for the sake of demonstrating a certain command. So that is for the point. Let me proceed with the other one. Polyline or P-line. So polyline or P-line is this one. I mentioned earlier, combination of uh, straight line and curved line or arc. Okay, so we will do the function of this P-line or polyline. Okay, so here you are asked to look or to locate the starting point. So let's say I will start here, and then as you can see, the thickness of the line is different from this one. So the thickness of the line, you can specify that. Okay, there are options here. Arc, which is you can specify the thickness of your line, and then half width means if you are doing this line, meaning only half of your line is it appears, meaning if your starting point is here, so if you select half width, meaning only half from the center, either going on top or down, will appear as your uh, polyline. Then the length you have to specify, and then there is a width here. So by the way, the thickness, by the way, is not the arc, it's the width. Arc is for the curved line. So we will specify the width now. I will type W. Okay, so the thickness of our line currently is 20. So 20, if you imagine 20, this is how big 20 is, the radius of the circle. So we will specify 5 to make it a little bit thinner. So 5, and then you have to specify the the ending part of your line, otherwise it will go pointed. So specify 5 also, enter. So you see the width of your line reduced already. So then if you have a specific length, you just enter the length, but if none, if just for sake of a demonstration, I'll just click here. So that's how the line appears. And then if I want to make an arc, I will type A, and then see, if you do the arc, there are a lot of options here wherein you can enter angle, center, close, direction, halfway, radius. So if you have a specific detail of this, you can enter. But just for demonstration, I can click anywhere. So it already create an arc. So this is applicable to a series of lines wherein you can close a certain shape. So like for example, I'll do a series of lines, then I will put arc, and then line again. If you go back to line, you have to type L, line, like that. And then if you want to close your line here, you can directly go here and click, or you can type C. You see here at the bottom there is a close option. So if you type C, it will automatically close to that beginning of your polyline. So you have a closed surface or shape. But see the ending of the lines here and the starting. It's seamless, meaning they close each other. But uh, comparing this one, I will just do some shape again, and then instead of typing C to close, I just click here. I will show you the difference. Okay, so like that, it's not totally closed. They meet each other only the starting and end point, but they are not closing the same way as this one. So that's the difference between just clicking the end point with your starting point against using C to close the object, the shape of your object. Okay, so that's P line. uh, Next one, uh, we have a lot more to tackle. Solid command. This solid command is optional for now. So anyway, if you want to practice, just follow this instruction. I will skip this one now. Ellipse command, you can use this in your isometric. So we can discuss this later on if you do already your ellipse. For now, we are focusing on the basic. Polygon. Again, I'll go back to this ellipse. You can practice using this instruction. But for now, I will not go further, explain on that. So polygon is the shape or any shape that you can create instead of part by part. You can create a shape out of this command. Okay, let me demonstrate. So polygon is this one. All you need to do is either you can type in the command line or go to the icon polygon. You're asked to enter sides. So 4 sides is square, meaning if you do it's a default. You see in my mouse cursor the number appears is 4. So if I just press enter, I can create. So inscribe means this is applicable for circle or any shape that your measurement is inside your shape. Circumscribe measurement is outside. So let's say I will click this one. So that's the circle, the square that I create out of the command which I entered 4 sides. So but if you enter uh, more than 4 sides, let's say 8 for octagon, then you click the center. So again, circumscribe. If you enter, we have here a radius of 20. We will use that one so that we can compare. So radius is 20. Enter. So you see that our polygon is nearly the same with this, the size of the circle that we created earlier. So where is that radius 20? So if we measure using the command dimension 20, if click here, sorry, um, we need to locate the center. It doesn't function. So I can create. So center will be here. If we check the dimension, like this one here, that is the 20. Instead of this one here, this is not 20. So because we specified inscribe, so we will compare circumscribe, polygon. I will enter 8, so it's the default is 8. The last last uh, entity that I entered, number of sides 8. So I'll press enter and then specify the center. Now I will select circumscribe and then I will also enter 20. See, it is bigger now because circumscribe dimension is in this edge, which here it's only 18. So this time around, if I check from the center, which is this center is here, if I measure, 20 is here. So the corner it's no longer 20, but instead it's 22. So meaning if I will create a circle here, so this dimension outside of your polygon is 22, while inside that is 20. So that's same command, but same command, same radius that you entered, but different output. Circumscribe is bigger while inscribe is smaller. Okay, so that's for the polygon. Now text, which is you will normally, or it will be a regular command that you'll be using in your drawing. So text command, there are different command. Text, this is a single line text. The text, this command will display text on the screen as it is typed at the keyboard. So and then multi-text, this is a multi line a series of lines, like if you are doing a paragraph or series of uh, text, you can use m text. So we will apply text here, enter, then you will specify the starting point and then you just click, and then you can see that the starting point of your text is highlighting. So you can type there text and then enter or click your mouse. So that's how it functions. Okay, so multi-text is this one here, wherein when you enter, you you can drag your mouse for a box. So the current setting of text is Romance. You can select different of font here. Okay, so we will use that default. So I'll just type something. If you enter, it will not close. Then you can do another line until you complete your text, and then instead of entering or press enter, you just click your mouse outside that box like that. Okay, so this you can edit also by double clicking. You can edit the content. So that's the difference. The text I don't normally use, so I just use this multi-text and a single line text. So I think that will be enough for you to learn the basic on using the text command. Next one, do not. We'll skip that one. It's not normally, it's not a common command, which actually I don't use this one. This is usually used for creating a three-dimensional object. So I will skip that one. Now we'll go to the basic function in correcting your commands or errors. So I will just explain. Backspace, so you can erase your, if you made an error typing your command here, you can use erase or backspace. Escape, if you want to cancel your commands, like for example I use line, instead of completing it, I will not proceed, so I'll just press escape in my keyboard, so it will cancel my command. Okay. Erase, erase has uh, an icon which actually erase, instead of looking for that erase, actually I cannot locate my icon here, but instead of erase, you can use delete in your keyboard. So like this one, I just highlight it and then I press delete, so it's the same. You can see in the command line, erase one found. Okay, so that's how erase functions, the same with delete. So if you want to bring back the one you erase, sometimes you accidentally press something and then you delete. So all you need to do is just type U here, which stands for undo, then enter. Undo, enter. So the previous entity which I deleted, it goes back. Okay, so that's the function of undo. What else? Erase. So options here, there are explanation you can use. So the undo is here at the last part. Okay. Oops is something like undo as well. It will restore. See, it will restore the last group of entities that you erased. So they are here. So these are the basic commands that you need to use if you correct, delete, and recover your drawings that you created. All right. So that's uh, okay. We're almost done. The last one is the zoom command. Zoom command is there are different options here. You can go over. So instead, as you can see, I always zoom in, zoom out using my mouse cursor only. So drag it to zoom in and zoom out. But sometimes you accidentally made some entities or you created something which is not visible in this area where you want to put your drawing. Uh, in fact, I have here prepared a drawing demonstration for you later. Second part on how you do this one. So, but initially, I just focus on this area. So, if for example you created something that it is very far, like there is one line there, but you did not know that there is or there are entities outside this area. For example, you want to focus only on this area. Okay, so in order to know that there are other things other than this that you do visibly, in order for you to check if there are any unnecessary drawing in your drawing area, you just go to this zoom extent. It will show everything that is present in your screen. So like you can type a Z as for zoom, enter, and then you have different options here. So extend, you can type E. So where is your drawing now? Drawing is here. It's very small because it shows another entity here which it is supposed to be not there, unnecessary, meaning sometimes you accidentally create something which is not located exactly on the area where you want to put. like an error in your command. So another option of typing zoom and extend is to go here. This is very fast and quick. Just click that one and everything will appear. So since we don't need this one, I'll just click and then delete. Now if I press again, okay, so it will show a bigger drawing. So if you don't want this, for example, I can delete this one, okay, and then if I click, it will just show this certain area or specific area that I put my drawing inside. Okay, so that's the function of zoom. Zoom in, zoom out. You can just scroll your mouse. Okay, so I think that's all for now. I will just bring back that drawing which I needed later. Okay, so I'll go to part 2. I'll stop this recording now. Just follow or proceed to part 2 after you view this one.